Hello. Hello. If you're seeing this recording, then it's very likely that you made it to night 3 of your first week. Congrats! Well, during this night, I'm also going not to ramble or smash on most important issues, given that Freddy and his friends became much more active during this particular night. Of course, our friend is calling us once more, but they will greet him and continue. Hello, hello! So, getting through the most important things. What is a good thing to do when thinking of beating night 3 of your shift is to look at the animatronic AI values which are present on the official wiki of Five Nights at Freddy's. So if you check this site, then you can easily detect the very important information, which is that Bonnie doesn't activate until 2 AM during this night, meaning that we don't have to check the stage camera and the left door light for the first 2 hours of the shift, which is a very good thing for us. We only have to check this camera and the right door light. If you don't hear the ambience, like I said in previous videos, then you don't even have to check the door lights in order to not consume too much power. I would like to dive a bit more into detail here because during essentially after 2 AM we are going to use the same strategy for the next nights. The strategy is to check this camera, and both door lights. There is absolutely no reason to check other cameras as it consumes too much power. Every night the animatronic AI value gets higher obviously, making things more harder for us. So I advise checking these values in order to uh, be aware of how aware these animatronic characters can be. Well, they get a bit more quirky during this night. Most important thing to do is to check on Foxy in the first 2 hours of the shift, which is what I am doing. Checking only this door light from time to time when you can't hear the ambience, the ambience. But you can be sure that Chica isn't nearby. Ah, well, you can't be surprised that this is my last week at this job. I'm really hoping to finish it as soon as possible, and I hope these recordings will help the new employees to get through their weeks. This is actually the first night when Freddy Fazbear becomes active, which is why from 2 AM when Bonnie moves, because Freddy can't move when other animatronic characters appear on the stage, we have to start checking camera 1A, so the show stage area. Alright. The situation is quite stable, I would say. Foxy is in her first stage, Chica isn't anywhere near, we managed to spare as much power as possible. And yeah, we can give Freddy a little boop for good measure and proceed further. Chica is very near. I can't see her yet, but it's 2 AM, so once Bonnie leaves the stage, it's crucial to start checking Freddy because he can make quite a quick way to your office, even though it's night 3, if left unchecked, and we don't want that. Like I said before in the previous video, in some aspects this night is actually easier than night 2. Well, actually, given the fact that during the first 2 hours Bonnie doesn't even move, his AI value is set to 1, which is why he can even leave the stage at 3 AM instead of 2 AM. Alright, you guys moved. We have 57% during 3 AM. So as you can see, this strategy for the early hours of night 3 has actually paid off a lot. So Freddy has moved because I haven't checked the camera in time. So Bonnie has moved as well, of course. So we have to check these two cameras right now. So Chica is here, I don't have to check the door light. Other side. Yeah, I think the most important thing for you to remember is to check the cameras where Freddy and Foxy are at all times. Check both lights and repeat. This is how you'll make it through your most hard shifts. So night 5, night 4, and night 6. So now is around the time when I focus and stop rambling as much as before. Chica is in the kitchen. Bonnie is very near because I can hear the ambience. Come louder. Okay. We are keeping Freddy here. Okay, okay. Well, we should make sure that we don't get stuffed in the Freddy suit. Shall we? 32% at 4 AM. Unless anything crucial is messed up, then it's heavily unlikely that we won't make the first shift. Bonnie's about to attack us, I believe. What? If you can see the light flickering when you are checking the lights, then you are sure that someone has arrived. If you see it flickering, for example, on the right side, then you are sure that Bonnie is here. Foxy has run down the hallway. He takes 1% of power and takes more every single time when he attacks. So it's really important to keep. But as you can see, I'm very unlucky because he immediately returned to stage number 1. Okay, so Chica is here, we don't have to check out the light. Alright. I'm not gonna lie, after so many years, this place gives me the creeps, man. I would like to stay here for even a single shift longer than this last week. So I can get my final raise, my final pay, and call it a day with Fastbird Entertainment. I just have had enough with this franchisee. Alright. Chica is still there, Bonnie is very close. Freddy isn't moving because we are keeping track of him. The situation is very stable. Right now it's nearly impossible for us to lose, my friend. Well, you know, I know that it's just the beginning, there's still half of your week to go, where Bonnie has come to the door. We immediately repulse him. So if you use this strategy for the later nights, then you are more than guaranteed to make it through your shift. All other strategies are very risky and can consume too much power. Well, we have actually bad RNG, which is why Bonnie stays here for a longer period of time. But it's almost over, so I'm not that concerned. Right, Bonnie has moved back, we open the door. Chica's about to attack, and there we go. So, thank you very much for watching this recording, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.